Race 1 at Royal Randwick. There is a value bet in the first race. The value bet telephone numbers 1902 238 238 to have the selection in race 1 revealed. The call cost is $4.40, but higher charges may apply for mobile and payphone users. Well, it's a pretty big boom to put on a horse, an AJC Derby type, but he's doing everything right at this stage. Dante's Paradiso. Let's see what he produces today. Here's Ian Craig for the first at Randwick.
Righto, Matt. Yes, Dante's Paradiso has a big rap on him, and he's in line for his 4th consecutive win. He is at $1.30 and $1.20 on New South Wales Tab Limited. The only other horse under double figures, number 6 Market Unit, at $7.20 and $2.10. The first of the day here at Royal Randwick, and they're all in, set to go. It's over 2,000 metres. Carp Gun, the inside runner. I'll soon be away. Racing now, and Market Unit was the first out from Carp Gun. Ashworth away nicely, followed by Enabler, then Dante's Paradiso, followed by Strange Conflict, and majestically drops out to last. Carp Gun just in front, taken on by Enabler as they go past the 1700. Between the leaders is Market Unit, about 2 lengths further off Ashworth. A length and 3/4 then Dante's Paradiso, who's settled pretty well from Strange Conflict on the inside of Old Majestically. Enabler puts his neck in front as they work to the back of the track, and now he draws away by a length. Carp Gun, Market Unit on the outside without cover and obliged to race a little wide at the 1400. Ashworth on the inside of Dante's Paradiso. Second last is Strange Conflict, and a length and a half to Majestically. Down the back of the track they travel, and going along to the 1200 marker, and Enabler with his head very low leads the way by a length and a half or so on Market Unit. 2.5 to Ashworth, going up and passing Carp Gun. A couple to Dante's Paradiso, followed by Strange Conflict, and Majestically last, about 8 or 9 lengths off the leader, and that is Enabler. And coming onto the side of the track now by the 900, and Enabler increasing his lead on Market Unit to about 4 lengths. A couple of lengths away next is Ashworth. Carp Gun the inside, Dante's Paradiso quietly ridden around Strange Conflict, and still last of all the veteran Majestically. Well, there's been very little change in the order from the word go, and down to the 600 they travel, and the leader is Enabler, about 2.5 lengths on Market Unit. Ashworth followed by Carp Gun, and the outside Majestically endeavouring to make a little ground, and now Brown is starting to call upon Dante's Paradiso. Majestically went up on his outside and put him into a pocket, and a Strange Conflict on the inside. He's got Dante's Paradiso under the whip. The openings come for him now. How's he going to sprint the last 200? And at the distance now, Ashworth got to the front from Market Unit. Dante's Paradiso on the outside. He's starting to finish quickly. Dante's Paradiso, Ashworth, Market Unit. Dante's Paradiso finishing best out wide, and I reckon he got there. I reckon Dante's Paradiso might have just nailed Ashworth and Market Unit. Terrific finish, followed by Strange Conflict with Enabler, and a couple of lengths further back in the field were Carp Gun and Majestically. Dante's Paradiso finishing out under the arches. By golly, I tell you what, he had to do some work, and to the naked eye he does appear from where I stand as though he's got the bob in and the momentum up. Market Unit and Ashworth were fighting it out on the inside, and then Dante's Paradiso, very, very wide out, came at them. And let's have a look at this freeze shot here. Is he going to get there or not? Yep, he's got it. Number 2 is the winner, Dante's Paradiso, ridden by Corey Brown. Number 3 is second, that is Ashworth, ridden by Larry Cassidy. And number 6, Market Unit, ridden by Huey Bowman, has run third. 2, 3, 6, and number 7, Strange Conflict, was the official 4th. Well, to win there, that has proven him as a horse that's well above average. Majestically's rider, Zach Purton, put Corey into the pocket as they came into the straight, around the turn and then into the straight, and he was revving up Dante's Paradiso in case the run came. But at that stage, when the opening came, he was so far back. But to think that from the 220 that he's been able to knuckle down to his task and pick up those 2 leaders in the manner that he did indicates that, yep, he is real AJC Derby potential. David Payne now talking about putting him in the paddock for a couple of weeks, bringing him back and tilting him at our prestigious Derby in the beginning of April.
All right, Ian, thank you. Dante's Paradiso, he's certainly proven today that he's got class. Fourth there, Strange Con. That first four was $74.10 on race one. We're Seamer is sounding him out today in terms of a trial for the Magic Millions. And then Scott is on a plane back to Brisbane for the Doomben Stakes later this afternoon. The one that's firming here is Sam Dolphin, number 2. It's into 450, and the only other one under 10 is French Ploy. So they haven't come for the first starters here. Punters are only interested in the 2-year-olds that do have race experience. That certainly applies to the General. He's had 3 previous starts. There's Nepretain. He's the other one that has had a run, but he's at $35.
For racing. Just the one runner to come up. And that's Fresh Breeze. The General stands him well alongside it Karawira. Further in is Gunston and Wind Warning. Nepretain and Fresh Breeze coming along to gate number 10 now. The inside is Spirito. Fresh Breeze locks away in gate number 10. A bit of movement there from Gunston out in 7. Sam Dolphin 2. Stalls back racing. The General bounced away quickly. Also French Ploy away fast and showing great speed as Nepretain going up to head them off. They'll come into 2 divisions. Nepretain over on the flat side with great speed, led out about 2 lengths unsettling from Sam Dolphin and French Ploy, and just behind those would have been Spirito. A length further back then, last of the 5 over on that flat side would have been Kentucky Wildcat down the grandstand side, and the General just in front off the outside rail from Wind Warning. A length further back then Gunston from Fresh Breeze, 2 to Karawira. Down at the 500 metre mark over on the inside, Sam Dolphin going up to Nepretain. French Ploy further out is starting to join in, giving a crack with the whip. Down the outside, the General nicely clear, skipped away there from Gunston. Fresh Breeze and further back Wind Warning. The General up the centre of the track has taken the lead from Nepretain and Sam Dolphin. Further back then Kentucky Wildcat up the centre. The General in front on the outside rail here from Sam Dolphin. Nepretain and then Kentucky Wildcat the middle, but the General wins well by 2 lengths of the run home. Sam Dolphin second and nose Kentucky Wildcat third. Then further back in the race would have been Spirito with French Ploy. Then Nepretain. That to the outside is Gunston, Fresh Breeze, well back Karawira, and last of all is Wind Warning. The General, number 1. Number 1, the General led them on the outside, well off the outside rail, and he's had a pretty easy win. Number 1, the General, ridden by Scotty Seamer. 2 seconds, Sam Dolphin. 6 third, Kentucky Wildcat. Numbers are up, and they are 1, 2 and 6 in the opening race today. 1, 2 and 6. 1, 2, 6 in the first on the card. He bounced quickly here from the 9 gate, the General, and he had control of the race a good 3 or 4 off the fence in the early point. And he let him drift out probably about 6 or 7 off the outside rail heading towards the middle, and was simply hands and heels over the last 150 metres. A good win by the General. He's now bound for the Magic Millions. A well-deserved win too. The General desperately unlucky here 2 runs ago. Ran into a pretty good one, of course, over there at Caulfield when the Adelaide filly came over and beat him, and that was Luna Spur. She's got a high rating, and the General, he made pretty easy work of it. He's paid 210 and 120, better on track though, 210 and 120. Sam Dolphin, he got to the front over on the inside, but the General's beaten him comfortably at $1.40. And 6 Kentucky Wildcat, good run. This is the one out of Catnip. It came up the middle, was a little erratic, flicked up the tail, got a little lost, but looked good, looked very good. And 240 is the return there. 210, 120, 140 and 240, 380 Quinella, 740 Exacta. And the trifecta 1, 2, 6, $30.10, 30.10. The splits just gone down off the screen there, but the General was sort of carving out some sub-11s between the 6 and the line, so he's returned good ratings there, the General, and he's recorded an overall 58.4 on affected ground. And he never really he never went for the whip. He just raised his elbows, knew he had control of the race, and he's won well. The General's won by 2.5 lengths with a head between second and third. 2.5 by a head. 58.42 the time. 58.42. And it's the General, number 1, Vobis qualified runner. He's now had the 4 starts for his first win today, and he's bound for the Magic Millions, of course, up there in the Gold Coast. Scotty Seamer coming down to take the one ride, and Scott will go through with the horse through to the Magic Millions coming up early in January. Number 2, second, Sam Dolphin, who was well back, ridden by Stephen Baster, and third, number 6, Kentucky Wildcat, Karen McAvoy, officially fourth, number 8, Spirito, and fifth home is number 10, and that's Nepretain. Here's the winner coming back now as we go to race number 2 on the program. Take out numbers 6 and 8. 6 and 8 out of the second.
Randwick, we do have the Canonbury Stakes as another of the features there. The Villiers is later today, but the Canonbury is always a good race for the 2-year-olds. That's race 3. Not a single doubt is the favourite for that one. That's the Redout's Choice Colt, trained by Graham Rogerson. He's had 2 starts for 2 good wins. He won the Wyong Slipper last time out after winning at Rose Hill by 5 lengths on debut. Not a single doubt in the third race. He's another one on his way to the Gold Coast, to the Magic Millions, like that first winner at Flemington, the General. All right, let's return to Randwick for race 2 with Ian.
Righto, Matt, thank you. And an interesting race. Bocconcini's been easy in the last 5 minutes in the ring. 2:20, very short on the toe to New South Wales compared with what she is in the ring. She's about a point longer. There's been good late support for La Rumba, and mid-stages of betting, Lakeside Miss, who's had 2 preparations and has won first up on both, has also had support. But the best back late has been the Chris Lee's train, number 1, La Rumba. So, an interesting race is the second of the day. They're at the barrier stalls. The event over the 1100 metres. La Rumba on screen right now in the orange with the black Maltese cross. A mare by Centane, and she hasn't raced for 59 days. But she's been reasonably consistent, 4 wins from 12 starts. Anyway, Bocconcini, she's first up since the 30th of July. She promised a lot early on. She hasn't quite delivered. She's only had that 1 win from 7 starts. And, of course, Lakeside Miss, 2 preparations and 2 wins from 7 starts, and first up on both has 1. Right, well, an interesting event to say the least coming up here, as Absolute Lure moves into her position. First of the day, won by 2 Dante's Paradiso, 4 on the trot, and overcame difficulties. He got into the clear in the nick of time, and he's run his last 250 very quickly, and he got there on the line to beat 3 Ashworth and 6 Market Unit. 7 Strange Conflict ran 4th. Now, down from Somerton is Poor Mamiya, and Corey Brown bringing the mare into the stalls now. Crowd has built up considerably after the first event. It was very light leading into the first, but obviously with Christmas just around the corner, many Christmas shoppers. And maybe the fact too that the day has ended up a lot cooler than was first predicted, that has helped the crowd here. Okay, we're just about ready. The second of the day. They're off. And actually, watch the time came out pretty well, and the same can be said for Lakeside Miss. Mozart's Pie is running third, then La Rumba, followed by Absolute Lure. Poor Mamiya's trapped out pretty wide, and Bocconcini's going up on the inside, and there's only about 5 lengths between the small field as they leave the 800 peg behind them. And here Mozart's Pie pulling hard the leader. About 1.5 lengths on Lakeside Miss. Watch the time on the outside third. A bit over 1 length then to Poor Mamiya wide. Bocconcini on the inside, and not far away La Rumba and also Absolute Lure. Interesting race despite the smallness of the field as they round the corner, and Mozart's Pie given full rein, joined by Lakeside Miss. 1 length to watch the time. Wider out Poor Mamiya. Bocconcini behind those with Absolute Lure, and Munce has taken La Rumba to the absolute outside as they pass the 200. Lakeside Miss hits the front on the outside. Poor Mamiya coming quickly, and Bocconcini behind those. Here is Poor Mamiya going to Lakeside Miss. Poor Mamiya put the nose in front of Lakeside Miss, kicking back. Poor Mamiya, I reckon, has won at an eyelash. Lakeside Miss and Mozart's Pie on the rail. Then Bocconcini, La Rumba, Absolute Lure, and watch the time. Another good finish. Poor Mamiya looks to have got the nose in front of the inside horse as the line has been reached. Fought on very well, Lakeside Miss, so the 2 country mares battled it out. Poor Mamiya, trained by Sue Grills at Somerton, Corey Brown aboard, and Lakeside Miss, trained by Amanda Langler at Queanbeyan and ridden by Glenn Boss, 2 of our great riders knuckling down to fight it out. Corey Brown and Glenn Boss. And let's have a look at the freeze. Yes, poor Mamiya will get it by a narrow margin.
Race 2 at Flemington, they're at the gates and they'll move in shortly. We've just had correct weight come through from Brisbane on the first race. The numbers there were 5, 10 and 2 on race 1 at Doomben. And that race is now paying. Just standing by for the New South Wales first 4 dividend to come through on that one. It's not there quite just yet. Recapping.
See the last of the 6 to go up. They're ready to run. And they're racing. Left in a good line too, and one of the first out is Blue Ribbons with Chow, Rocky and Saucy Tails. Shady Brady is easing behind them, and further out Tenancy, and just off them is Electric Rory. They're well bunched as they go to the 1500 metre mark. Chow, Rocky up in the middle, and Tenancy going around the outside to head them now, and Tenancy took it up at the 1400 metre mark to move nearly a length in front of Chow, Rocky. Blue Ribbons went back on the inside of Saucy Tails, a length further back Electric Rory, and last of all back in the middle is Shady Brady. No great speed at the 1200 metre mark. Tenancy nearly a length in front of Saucy Tails. 2.5 further back Chow, Rocky. 3/4 Electric Rory, and the favourite stable mates are Blue Ribbons back on the inside of Shady Brady. 6 runners come down the side towards the 1000 metre mark, and the leader is Tenancy, rated well in front by a length and a half. Second on the outside Saucy Tails. 2 further back than the inside Chow, Rocky. 3/4 then Electric Rory. 2 lengths into Blue Ribbons, and outside it's Shady Brady at the 800 metre mark. No change. Tenancy the inside, 3/4 in front of Saucy Tails. Then came Chow, Rocky around it, Electric Rory. Further back, these two ridden patiently, the stable mates, Blue Ribbons on the inside of Shady Brady as they go to the 600 before the turn. Tenancy about a half in front, niggled at his Saucy Tails. Electric Rory is 3 out, back behind them on the fence. Would have been Chow, Rocky, and now Shady Brady starting to join in. Blue Ribbons is held up just momentarily as they go to the 400 metre mark. The leader Tenancy got 2.5 in front. Shady Brady down the middle, chasing keenly. It's coming home very well. Then further back Chow, Rocky. Blue Ribbons is only battling, but Shady Brady on the outside going up to Tenancy at the 100 metre mark. Tenancy kicks back and gets a neck in front of Shady Brady, drifting out a little Tenancy. Oh, he's knocked him down, Shady Brady, and Tenancy's going to win by just on a length to Shady Brady, but the winner has taken the second horse is running. 2 lengths away third is Chow, Rocky, followed by Blue Ribbons, and a gap in the race sent to Electric Rory, and last of all is Saucy Tails. Tenancy is first here, number 5. Number 5 is the winner here, Tenancy, ridden by Blake Shin. He's beaten Shady Brady to the line, but I think there'll be more to come. I'm waiting on the numbers to come up. He's taken this second horse as running. 5, 2 and 3, 5, 2, 3. Just watching the head on here. Tenancy near the fence straightening. Shady Brady coming down the middle. Tenancy starting to lay out a fair way from the line. Young Shin punching hard on the horse. Shady Brady going up to him, almost on terms with him. And still, Tenancy's continued to come out. Oh, he's hit him over the nose with a whip. Yes, this will be decided in the steward's room. He's been beaten a length, the second horse, but don't give up. This winner has drifted out many horses away from the fence, and the young boy hasn't corrected the horse. And this will go to the steward's room without any doubt. 5, 2, 3 and 1. 5, 2, 3 and 1. Number 5, Tenancy, Blake Shin. Number 2, second, Shady Brady, ridden by Ryan Martin. And third placing to number 3, Chow, Rocky, ridden by Nicholas Ryan. 5, 2, 3 and 1. 5, 2, 3 and 1. A length officially the margin. A length by 3, 146.17 the time. A length by 3, 146.17. Yeah, so the head-on reveals all there. And of course, if your horse is shifting out, you've got to take evasive action. You must correct your horse. This young Shin hasn't done that at all in his keenness to get to the line, and this horse has clearly been hit over the head with a whip, the second horse, as he was going up, and I'd say as he's travelling up to beat the winner. But the stewards will decide this, but it will go to the steward's room without any doubt. Numbers are 5, 2, 3 and 1. The margin is a length. And the winner Tenancy at 650 and 210, Shady Brady 140, and Chow, Rocky no third. 650, 210, 140 and no third. The Quinella $6.90, $6.90 Quinella. The exacta $12. Trifecta 74.50, 74.50 trifecta. First double 1 and 5, 22.60.
All right, that's race 2 at Flemington. Across the line, it's 5-2-3, but there could well be a delay with correct weight on that one.